Anytime a physical attribute is added to an object, its center of gravity is added too. The center of gravity appears in the scene as blue crosshairs within the object. The center of gravity is separate from the object's access point, which makes it easy to adjust. Here's a quick test to show what happens when the center of gravity is moved. Place a sphere in the scene and give it an attribute of iron. Now start the simulation. The sphere stays in place, resting on the ground plane. Now make a copy of the sphere and move it over. Click on the center of gravity and move it to the outer edge of the sphere. Let's start the simulation again. Notice how the second sphere rolls onto its side? Most of the time you won't have to adjust the center of gravity. One thing neat though is the center of gravity can be keyframed. Let's start a new scene, add a sphere, and give it an attribute of iron. Again, click on the center of gravity and move it to the outer edge. Before starting the simulation, open up the physical simulation property box and deselect Auto Rewind. When Auto Rewind is turned on, trueSpace returns to keyframe 0 when the simulation is stopped. When turned off, trueSpace will stay at the point where the simulation was stopped. Now start the simulation. When the sphere rolls onto its side, we'll hit Escape to stop the simulation. Click on the center of gravity and move it to another location within the sphere. Press the Start Simulation button to continue the simulation. We do the same thing again, stopping the simulation and moving the center of gravity. This gives us an unusual erratic movement, like the sphere is being rolled by an unseen force. When the animation is played back, the effect becomes more evident. As always, experiment. You never know what you might discover.